Here we go once again then. It's the feature race for Electric F2 round 7, and the lights are out. It looks like a good getaway from the poles, and it's a good second phase as well. Not quite, but the ARTs are flying up into turn 1. Look at Bino Bentel on the inside as we head down into the first couple of corners. And it looks like it's going to be Dylan James GP, in fact, taking the lead. It is from VF2R Tim, who's battling with Bentel and failing to get ahead of Bentel. There's a car, that's Joel GP, in the background that's gone into the wall. But it's an ART 1-2. As we come to the end of the first sector. Dylan James GP, phenomenal start ahead of his teammate. Then it's VF2R Tim, the pole sitter, in third. And Aya Wakers in fourth, Animo fifth. Then Harry GP, contact to the back, that's Bentel and VF2R Tim. That's going to be huge from a championship perspective. And bingo in the wall as well. Massive for the championship. Tim at the end. Right at the bottom of the pack, and with Joel GP, who is still going, despite going into the wall on the exit of turn 3. Spots Bappo and Quackman going side by side through turns 1 and 2. Look at Bentel maybe getting on this action as well. There's a bit of contact there, and it's the wall, and out of the race goes Quackman. That could be a safety car, potentially. The car's bounced back out onto the racetrack. And yeah, we have got a VSC deployed. Big contact there. There was just a bit of weaving going on that straight. Quackman, he was up there. Straight into the wall. Not happy with Bino Bentel. That's the leader. That's Dylan James GP spinning all on his own on the VSC. Can he keep the lead of the race? I think he has. But that was absolutely... And he's had to give it up. He's had to give up the lead of the race there. Oh, that is gutting. An unforced error on the VSC for Dylan James GP as we go racing once again. He's got the hard work to do now. He had such a gap, but he just lost it on the curb. It's very... DRS will be in effect now, so it will make life a little bit easier for the ART driver. And now very easy, given Harry running wide there. Should set up a lovely move into turn 1 if he's close enough. Let's see. DRS open. And into the slipstream we go. CL60 and Aya Wakers fighting in the background, but for the lead of the race. Dylan James to the inside. Can he make it stick? Parry's gone deep. No contact that I can see. And somehow the Virtuosi holds on. Great move. Into the final corner we go then. The ART looks a little bit closer this time around. We get ready for lap 5 of 16. DRS open on the rear of that car. Once again, we can hear the beep, but it is definitely open on the rear of the car. And you can see the effect of it now. Yellow through the back. There's a car in the wall, I think. No name getting involved, but we'll keep an eye on the battle for the lead first. And it's more wheel bagging into the James really being a bit naughty and pushing the Virtuosi off circuit. We have about 5/10 of a second. Get that under 4 and you've got maybe an opportunity to slipstream down into turn 1. Otherwise, you need quite the dive bomb to make that work. It's not the best final corner though from the race leader, which might set things up. King's just got past Bappo in the run to the final corner, and Dylan pits. That's quite early. That's very early for the race leader to pit now, going for maybe the undercut on Harry, but could that hurt him later in the race? He's got 10 laps to do on these hards. It's doable, but I just wonder if it will hurt him compared to maybe those also running on the soft tyres. He will get a nice bit of clean air, I think, or actually will he, because here comes Jess B, who will just get ahead, but it should still be clean air, I think. Then into the pits now. I think Harry has made the call. Yes, he has. And that, I believe, out of your front runners, yeah, is all those who were on the alternate strategy coming in to pit early. So where does Harry come out? It's Dylan James GP want to keep an eye on it. He's got a long way to go. Set a purple middle sector, so he's still flying through the times. Has the undercut worked? The stop for Harry has been complete. He's trundling back down the pit lane. This could be very close between the top two. He says the fastest lap, there's Dylan James GP, but will it be enough? Because there's the Virtuosi. It will be enough, just about. Bappo and Iwick is going side by side now into turn 1. The Trident slightly ahead and does get ahead of the MP Motorsport car, and look for Solodge in the background as well. Just keeping an eye on that battle, which may not be over just yet. Defensive initially is the Trident, but Bappo now down the inside, but a contact and almost losing the car. He's got quite good at saving it there, I think it should be said. And Bappo loses to survive another day and even kills the position off to Solodge as well. Not bad, it must be said then. From the MP car, that however wasn't ideal. Going a little bit wide, coming out of turn 7 and more. Just struggling with the rears. That was, I thought it was going to be contact for a second. Does King pit this lap? Let's see. Is he still waiting out for that safety car? No, now he's got to come in. 5 laps left. Tyres breathing away, but he gets in there okay. Dylan James rounds the final corner now. He will re-inherit this race lead as he starts lap number 12, I should say. Here it's Solodge and Bappo again. The MP Motorsport car just about edging ahead. It's been the wars all day. The cutback now coming for the high-tech driver. Does that work? Not quite. As we get around turn 8 into 9 and 10, there shouldn't be an opportunity here unless something goes very wrong for one of these two. But the Marcus Armstrong high-tech are really fighting at the moment. As Anamode and Bentel going side by side, and I tell you what, look at VF2R Tim. How has this all gone wrong? Something's happened to, I think, Bentel. And it's, I said, I should not say ART 1-3s, because they very rarely go to plan after I say that, and it has all gone wrong. VF2R Tim up past his teammate now into the podium positions. Of course, has that penalty that will drop him back down to 5th. This man, though, there has been no stopping, even when he made mistakes on his own. It's somehow come good. .7 seconds on the gap between him and Harry. Both ahead of VF2R Tim. So the gap will come down. Oh! There goes Tim into the wall! It's all gone wrong for the championship leader again. And it's another unforced error that we're seeing so much of today. It'll drop behind Joel now potentially. There is no visual damage on that front wing. And now we'll see if Joel GP can take another position off Tim here. He will do anyway because of the penalty he's got. But on lap 15 of 16, that's a huge development for the whole championship. And VF2R Tim not fighting that whatsoever. He knows there's no point. So here comes Solodge on Bappo once again. These two still going side by side. With a fair bit of lag as well when it looks at things. But Bappo holding on to the final points paying position at the moment. 5 seconds, the gap up between the top two now. But the VF2R Tim, that is gutting. Bentel recovering to 7 and looking to try and take the final positions away. Maybe looking for one down the inside of Hazard here. This is a bit of a ballsy one. And I don't know whether he backed out deliberately there or not. But escapes injury nonetheless. There's a battle for second place. It's Anamode and Harry. Anamode and King battling for 3rd. Apologies. And it's King about to slot one up into 3rd. And he does so very, very nicely round the outside before we even get to the apex of the corner. That was beautifully done. These guys are going side by side. We've seen this end badly before. And a lot of lag for the Ralph Boschon car, but VF2R Tim gets ahead for the time being. We're on the final lap now. These penalties will send the Prema back anyway, but Joel, I think, wants this position on track. Let's see what happens. He ends up giving it up. Well, it has definitely for the race lead been a phenomenal run, and it will be another feature race win on the cards for Dylan James GP. Still maybe a chance for Bentel and Hazard time. Let's see what he can do here. The ART to the inside, much closer than he was 1 lap ago. And this time he does get it up into 6th place, but runs wide. And here comes the Williams branded car then again, who we've seen some great defensive driving from. Not going to work today though. Or does it? That's a dive down the inside. Bit of contact as well. was a bit risky from both drivers, but I tell you what, for Dylan James GP, it's another win. And it's a one that he definitely needed today. Harry will take second. King rounds out the podium. Worth Animo will finish fourth with Aya Wakens P5. And Bentel in the end coming home sixth after a bit of a crazy race from his point of view. Hazard time 7th, Joel GP 8th, and VF2R Tim drops back to 9th place.